Hey guys, sorry it's been a while. I've been busy with life stuff. But I am here today to do a makeup video. As you may have noticed, I'm not wearing any makeup at the moment. So I thought I would show you how I put my makeup on in the morning. This is by no means a tutorial. I'm not an expert when it comes to makeup or skincare. I'm just going to do what I usually do, kind of take my time, and hopefully you'll find it relaxing. And I'm doing this on my laptop, which is quite good because then I get my face on the screen, so hopefully I can sort of use that as a mirror and it'll work out. But bear with me, hopefully it'll be okay. So I've got my hair off my face with this lovely headband, because I have a fringe and it kind of gets in the way of stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to get started. I just took all my makeup off and I'm going to start with like moisturiser and stuff because that is very important. So first I have this eye cream. This is from the Body Shop, and it is Nutriganics Smoothing Eye Cream. It's really great. I got it as a Christmas present. My dad's girlfriend was very kind and got it for me. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit on. Just going to rub it between my fingertips and then kind of dot it on. That feels kind of like it's sunk in now. Yeah, I read that you should put eye cream on first because then that sinks into your eyes and then you can put your other moisturisers on and then they sort of top up. But if you put your normal moisturiser on first, then eye cream finds it difficult to sort of penetrate through that. So it's good to put that on first. So that's what I've started doing recently. Next I have a serum which is by Ren. It's omega-3 Optimum Skin Oil. So yeah, it smells lovely. It kind of smells like apricot. I don't know whether it's got apricot in, but something. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit on my fingertip. Just gently rub it. And then sweep. I try and do everything in upward motions, because that's supposed to be good for your skin, right? Check I've not lost any. And then try and like sweep my neck as well. If any of you have any skincare tips, please let me know. I am obsessed with skincare and I always want to hear about new things and new products I should be trying or things I should be doing with my skin, because I really like looking after myself. So next I'm going to put my moisturiser, which I've got Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. It comes in this tiny little pot. I got a sample, which is great. Really good for going on holiday. Yeah, so I'm just going to pop a tiny bit of that on. I try and go for like light layers of different things, so I'm not putting a huge amount on. I'm just going to really lightly sweep that again on my face. And again on my neck. Cool. So my face is all prepped. It feels really nice now. It feels very like hydrated and nourished. So I don't like wearing like foundation or anything, but I've got some like spots going on here which I'm not really that happy with, so I wear a tinted moisturiser, which is Laura Mercier, and it is oil free and it has SPF 20, which is really good. Should have SPF on every day, even in the winter, I know this. So I want to protect my skin from the sun, as well as covering up grey spots. So I normally just put a bit on the back of my hand. Then I have this brush, which is by Eve Lom, and it's really soft and lovely. And just sort of dab it in. I think you're supposed to go in like the direction of the tiny hairs on your face, so you should always go down. Obviously under the eye you have to be a bit different. This is really strange doing it in the screen of my laptop, especially because there's like a slight time delay, but it's fine. It's weird, it's kind of second nature to just, because I guess I do this every day, so putting it on, there's a kind of delay with my camera on my laptop, but it's fine really. So I just got a little bit of excess, I'm going to put it on my weird spotty area. Let's see if that kind of covers it up. So I think it's a very natural coverage. You can still see like stuff going on my face, but it makes it just look a bit more even. And next I tend to put on concealer. If I've got any spots that are particularly sticking out, I normally put some on, but usually I just dab it under my eyes. The light's not particularly good in my room today, so I probably can't see that well. I just kind of blend it with my fingertips. Like that. And next, as you can probably tell, I'm very pale, so I like to put on blusher to make myself look a bit more alive. And I have this, which is by Lancome. It's called Blush Focus. Exceptional Wear Sheer Cheek Colour. And as you can see, I've nearly used it all up. So, yeah, you have to really dig the brush in to get some out. But I manage it. So I've got another brush for this, which is by the Body Shop. Another really soft brush, which is great. I tend to sort of like dot it around and then use it to like blend in. You can see it's very slight I don't like to overdo it because I am so pale and it would look really weird if I suddenly had really blushed cheeks. And then I have another brush. This is for my finishing powder, which is by NARS, which is really lovely. It is flesh colour, which is nice and pale. This one actually has a mirror, so I might use that. Just check what's going on with my face. Looks okay. So I just get a big load of dust and sort of dot. Cool. That just stops me looking quite so shiny. Gives a bit of a matte finish, which is nice. Next, I use an eyeliner. I have quite funny shaped eyes. I don't really have much of an eyelid, like when I open my eyes, it's vanished. So I tend to line my bottom lash with a pencil. I've got Benefit Bad Gal. I just do a very light line under my eye. So I just kind of wiggle it back and forth a little bit. As you can see, it's not too heavy. Because if I put too much eyeliner on, it just makes my eyes look really small and a bit scary, which isn't great. Oh, it's looking a bit more alive now, which is nice. Next, I've got a liquid eyeliner which I use on the top of my lashes, which I think this could be quite tricky with this laptop camera situation, but I'm going to give it a go. So I just stretch my eyelid out and line a really thin line along the bottom, along the base of my eyelashes basically. I don't know how good this is going to turn out. It's not so bad. I think that looks okay. Oh yeah, this is Bobbi Brown. My mum used to love Bobbi Brown, so I kind of inherited that. I think their makeup is just like really natural. Yeah, it's really good. And another thing I've got from Bobbi Brown is this cool, it's long wear cream shadow stick, which is kind of like a sparkly dull gold, which I really like. And it's basically like a big felt tip, so you can't really go that wrong with it. I tend to just sort of run it over my eye. Sort of give a bit of a gold look when I close my eyes, because as you can see, it disappears when I open them. Sometimes I dab a little bit under here as well, just to add a little touch. But it's very subtle, and my makeup isn't really that extravagant. So I'll just do the same on this eye. Cool. I'm going to adjust this on my bedroom floor. It's a good place to get my laptop. I do mascara. I have Ico's Black Magic Mascara for drama and curl. My lashes aren't the best, so I kind of need all the help I can get to make them look remotely curly or long or thick. They're kind of stumpy, don't really do much on their own. So yeah, I go with that though. I don't try and make them really big because then they just probably look really fake and scary. So anyway, I just zigzag the wand on the top and then like really gently go over the bottom, but like not really. And I usually do 2 coats just to add a little extra. I try and lean my head as far back as possible so that they don't get caught on my quite hooded eyelids. Cool. And then this is what I think is the most important part of my makeup routine. My eyebrow pencil. I love my eyebrows. They're very important to me. They make me very happy. And my mum always told me never to pluck them, always look after them so you'll look like Audrey Hepburn. So I've kept mine really thick. I get them threaded, but I always try and keep them as thick as possible. And I just add a little bit extra with this pencil. This is by L'Oreal and it's called Brow Artist, and I have it in dark brunette, which is, I think, the darkest they go. And I just literally run it along. I barely put any on really because my eyebrows are quite dark and quite thick. So I just kind of make sure there's no gaps. Brush it through. I don't know whether you can hear that nice little brushing sound, it's quite nice. And then this pencil actually comes with like a little wax tip, which just kind of, you can run along to keep all your hairs in place. I think that's right anyway. And then I just tend to brush the brow just to get them all in line. I think the wax kind of helps stay. Pretty good, huh? And then my final thing that I do is lipstick. And this one is Laura Mercier. The tone is called Sexy. It's quite a nice, like, just standard red. It's really, it's not too bright, and it's really matte and quite sheer, like it's not a real bold colour, which is good. I just tend to put one coat on, and I'm done. So yeah, that is my just everyday makeup look. If you have any tips, please let me know. If you think I've done something wrong, let me know. I'm always looking to improve on how to make the most of my face. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will see you again.